You are listening to The Huddle with Dave Wyman, Michael Bumpus, and Stacy Rost. Joining us right now, one of the newest Seahawks, Ernest Jones. Ernest, how's it going?
It's going great.
Congratulations on back-to-back wins. These are monumental. You guys are first place in the NFC West. Now, you got here, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago now?
Well, I think about 4 weeks.
About 4 weeks ago? Time. I don't understand. Does it feel any different? Because the team was in a slightly different place.
Right.
And does it feel a little more excitable? The vibes are good, or does it feel about the same?
Oh, no, it feels definitely different. The vibes are great. Definitely for me, just getting to know all the teammates now, building a good relationship with everyone. So it's getting cool, man. We're having a lot of fun playing together.
Good.
It's been a wild season for you, and I remember hearing you. There was a quote where you're like, "I don't know if I can do this to my wife again," because you sign in Tennessee, and then you end up playing a team back to back in Buffalo. I mean, that was pretty wild. How did you adjust to it? Did you have to just say, "Look, I'm just going to focus on football and let everything else"?
Yeah, that's what it came down to. I had to just lock back in and focus only on what I can control in football, and played the Bills back to back. This will be my second time playing the Jets, so I'm playing a lot of teams twice.
yeah, home and away series going on.
100%. Yeah.
Hey, so when you made the move to Seattle, I assume there's conversation with your agent. Like, why is this a good fit? What am I expecting here? When you had those conversations, what was it like with your agent?
It was kind of a weird situation because Seattle had already tried to be in the picture early on when I got traded the first time from the Rams, and they were interested in me then, and we thought that could be a potential space, but it didn't work out for some reason. So to be here now, it was more so just, this is the place where you kind of wanted to go right after LA, so now you're getting what you want. Just go in and be yourself. Be the leader that you are, be confident in your ability, and just go play football again and get back to having fun with it. So wasn't too much into it, just, go be you.
I kind of appreciated that when you first came here, you were like, yeah, I didn't like the Seahawks. Not trying to pander, but in a way to be like, no, I was with the Rams. We were a divisional rival. Like, I wanted to play this team and beat this team, and you completely came in with that energy, being like, full disclosure.
Right.
When you were playing the Seahawks, and as Bump pointed out, you were a nightmare to face. When you were playing the Seahawks, was there a Seahawks player during some games you remember where you were like, I hate this guy?
Me, it's a funny story. Me and DK, we got into it a bunch. I don't know why. We were always butt heads, and me and K9, we would always talk trash to each other. But it was funny when I got here. I was sitting in a team meeting, my first one. Somebody taps me, and it's DK, and he's back there kind of looking a little angry. And he mouthed something to me, and we just laughed it off. It was just so funny, that we're on teams now after we just.
Yeah, you're like, we've almost fought.
We about hated each other. But now we're good, man. That's my guy.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hey, just a specific question. So, my second year in the league as a linebacker, I was taught how to slip a block, how to go underneath. So you're supposed to go over the top, and you can go underneath if you make the play, right?
That's it.
And you've gotten really good at that. And I didn't notice it so much with the Rams, but it's more of just flattening down the line, right?
That's it.
The other thing I would say about it is it's a changeup, right? I mean, you can't throw that pitch every single time.
100%.
Tell us about where you learned that, because I never even knew that was an option when I came into the NFL. A guy named Keith Butler, who was a D coordinator for Pittsburgh a couple years ago, taught me how to do that. Tell us about that talent.
Yeah, for me, it's been an evolution of the game. I used to slip blocks early on because I wasn't always the bigger one, especially in college. I was always the smaller one, so I would slip, but I would find myself being up the field.
Right.
So I figured out, through my career that if you have to change it up on the O-lineman, especially when they're trying to reach and get outside of you. So if you do slip, it's imperative. As soon as you slip, you got to get back, horizontal, get back linear this way so you can get through instead of getting pushed up the field. So that's kind of where it's been coming from.
Yeah, and you did it to Trent Williams the other day, which is one of the best. Yeah, he is. And a lot of times those guys will just push you by, right? But you kind of hunched down and got underneath. It was fun to watch, man.
Thank you.
The first game, first home game at least, I was watching you, and I'm up in the press box. I got my binoculars. I'm like, all right, let me see 13. Side note, 13 make you look like you a safety out there. The 50s, I'm like, is that him right there? All right, 13.
Why didn't he drop back?
And I'm watching, and I go, well, he's new to this defense. Defense is defense, right? There's only some things you can do. I go, well, he's new. I want to see how many times he looks to his right to make sure he's good. You know, with Dotson was there at the time. You did it a couple of times, right? So now I'm watching you. You got the green dot now, and now you're just going, man. Like there wasn't any hesitation in you then, but now you seem like you're just extremely confident in what Mike Macdonald wants you to do. And now it feels like the whole defense is extremely confident. What is that like for you going from that first week to now having the green dot and now feeling like everyone's on the same page?
I always say like that green dot gives me superpowers. It made me like tap back into the communication side. So now I'm just comfortable in the defense, but now I'm pointing to other guys like, okay, like let's be ready for this. If they line up in this, hey, we could get this around here, or it could be boot play action. So it's just evolution of now just being comfortable in the system, comfortable speaking to the guys, and they're listening. And now you can go out there and play the game that you know how to, and be ahead of plays. Yeah.
Hey, take us, speaking of wearing the green dot, behind the scenes of one moment in this game. You guys get a stop. It looks great, but oh no, Mike Macdonald's called a timeout.
Yes.
So from the moment you find out, oh, that didn't count, they're going to run 4th and 1 again because we called a timeout, what happened?
I think after that, I wonder if this was the period of time where we were like scrambling, trying to get a play call in. Mike was trying to get us in, his perfect call. And it came out so late that they were kind of already lined up. So me and Jinx, we had to just make a call on the fly right there. So we were able to make a call. Pretty good call. Got him stopped.
Yeah, pretty good.
It worked. So that was just a funny instance in that situation, how we were just panicking. But defensively, we called a call that we figured would work and locked in and got a stop.
And then the next play, you have Devin.
That makes
this. What'd you see on that one?
He's just incredible. Like I've always seen his game when we play against him and know that the offense had something to deal with. But to be on his team, he's incredible. He's a little rocket out there. When he makes his mind up, he's decisive and he goes.
I feel like his body takes him before his brain even knows 100%. Where it's going. Hey, I want to go back to the green dot thing because, playing both, like the Mike and the Will, like with the Will, I always felt kind of freed up. Like I could just run around and make plays and I don't have to be responsible. But then both are good, right? Because the Mike, like you said, it kind of dials you in too. Have you noticed the difference in those, 100%. Playing those two?
Yeah, I love playing Mike. When you give me the Will and I don't have to sit there and control everything, my mind will go everywhere. So it's honestly great that I have the green dot so I can focus in on what's the call, what the call speaking to me, and what I get my defense to get to.
So it makes you more disciplined then.
100%. Yeah. So let's keep me in the green dot, please.
Right.
Man, one of the things I appreciate about the Rams is all the stuff they do pre-snap to try to confuse you and out-leverage you and stuff. You didn't necessarily go up against that defense in L.A., but you were around it, and you're hearing the way they talk and what they're trying to accomplish. How has that helped you? Because I've told Dave this a bunch of times. I think one of the hardest positions to play now in the league is linebacker because of all the stuff, the misdirection, the RPOs and stuff. How has being around the Rams helped you as a linebacker kind of diagnose things?
It keeps you disciplined. Just keeps you, when you play teams like that who like to motion a lot, you got to go back down to the fundamentals. Making sure you're not crossing over, making sure your feet are good. And just don't try to see too much when you're going against offenses like that. You have to see certain things that allow you to get to the right drops or get a run pass key.
Yeah. Can I ask you a corny question?
Yes.
It's one that Bump and I were answering for ourselves earlier. Obviously, it's Thanksgiving, right? So we were thinking of like what we're most thankful of for sports fans as a player. So obviously, I know that you're thankful for your family. You guys have a son who's 4 months old. Obviously, that would top the list. But if you were to think like as a player, I'm thankful for, what would it be?
I probably have to say the game. Just being able to still play the game, being able to go out there and have fun with your teammates, and this is a opportunity that don't so many get to get. So that I'm thankful that I'm one of 1% that get this opportunity.
You in charge of any cooking tomorrow at all?
I always do the turkey.
You do the turkey.
I do the turkey.
Same.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
It is tough.
Well, they have this thing called the internet now, and you look it up. How much does it weigh? How many minutes?
How many
degrees?
It still is tough.
Yeah. Early on, back when they didn't have the internet, when I was cooking, it was hit or miss.
I'm the bartender. I got you.
There you go. I want to come to your house, man.
See, you guys have it easy. Thank you, Ernest, for joining us. You are listening to The Huddle. Don't go anywhere.